Coming up on OU Nightly, surveillance video shows a peeping Tom creeping around town. Find out what police have to say.
And coming up for tomorrow, we will be tracking the chance for some large hail and damaging winds.
And flooding has left Libya with a search for over 10,000 missing people. This is OU Nightly.
Thanks for watching OU Nightly. I'm Snowforth.
And I'm Mecca Thompson. We begin tonight with a look at severe weather chances this week. Your campus weather authorities are tracking the threats.
Let's get over to OU Nightly meteorologist Dylan Strilko for what we can expect.
Yeah, you know, it's been a while. We haven't seen something like this in the past couple of months, but right now we're looking at a slight risk for tomorrow. This definitely does include Norman and the OU campus, especially places such as OKC as well, Tulsa and Lawton. We can expect anything from very large hail to damaging winds. So timing this out for you, we'll have some lingering showers and thunderstorms overnight into your early morning commute time, and then these will be moving out of here. But what we're really watching for is for some new development Tuesday evening into Tuesday night. Now this is where we're going to be watching the chance for some more severe storms with damaging winds and large hail. And then these will be out of here Tuesday night, and overall should be clear Wednesday morning. Those storms will be moving off to the east. Now coming up in that main forecast, we're going to be talking about that severe weather threat and that pattern change that's coming up that's going to be bringing some daily rain chances. Back to you.
Thanks, Dylan. And ahead of tomorrow's storms, you'll want to be sure to sign up for OU Nightly Weather Call. OU Nightly's Weather Call will call you when weather turns from simply disruptive to potentially deadly. Just scan the QR code on your screen to sign up. There is a cost of $1 per month. When you get a call from Weather Call, you know it is for your location and not some other part of the county. OU Nightly Weather Call gives you the information you need to keep your family safe. You can also find information on how to sign up on OU Nightly's social media pages.
And a peeping Tom is still evading Norman police after OU students reported him lurking around their home. OU Nightly's Noah Mack is live with the details about the ongoing police investigation. Noah.
That's right, Snow. It happened along here on Lahoma Avenue. And now you can see in the video this man peering into the window of the student's home. One of the girls who lives here says the initial incident happened on September 1st, and the man came back 5 more nights in a row. The student, who are members of the sorority Delta Gamma, reported the incident to Norman Police. And now Norman Police Department tells OU Nightly they have not identified the suspect, but they have begun extra nightly patrols on foot and by vehicle to try to spot this person in the act. And now if you recognize the person in the video or know anything else about the situation, you're asked to call Norman Police. Reporting live from campus, Noah Mack, OU Nightly.
Thanks, Noah. The plans for a brand new entertainment district in Norman have a lot of people excited, but some Main Street business owners aren't so sure. OU Nightly's Ben Dacu has the story.
Thanks, ladies. The contents of the proposal are obviously very exciting, but the business owners here on Main Street have a few questions about what this proposed entertainment district will do to downtown Norman.
With the city council vote on the proposed entertainment district on the way, some business owners, like Gray Owl Coffee's Erica Barker, have concerns about what this district will do to foot traffic on Main Street.
Part of me is worried that that the proposed entertainment district will take attention away, take traffic away from Main Street, which is like the part of town that has the most locally owned businesses. I think the problem is location, though. I mean, if you're mostly concentrating the actual entertainment on the outskirts of town and you're also building a shopping center around that entertainment district, then like that's where people are going to stay. People aren't going to bother coming all the way into town to come to my coffee shop if they can go get coffee 5 feet away from where they're parked.
Just down the road, Bonnie Amspacher, owner of the diner, is a bit more hopeful.
I feel a little wary about it, and because it's so big and a whole nother thing. But I also feel hopeful because I feel like it'll bring a lot of energy and people to Norman, and that could possibly trickle and spread out to the arts district in downtown. When we have big events like football games and people from outside the town come in, that's an extra boon. And I think that this new thing they're building could offer that.
The proposal still needs to get city council approval. About 20% of the $1 billion price tag will be paid for with public money. Reporting from Main Street, Ben Dacu, OU Nightly.
Thanks, Ben. OU admissions and recruitment is being forced to relocate while their original location, Jacobson Hall, undergoes renovations. A $2 million donation was made towards improvements. However, the temporary move to the Memorial Union has brought its challenges for tour guides.
It has, I will say, gotten a little bit hectic with especially Friday and Monday shifts, because just having a lot of groups inside of Beard Lounge at the same time with students is also kind of a lot too, and we feel bad that we're kind of taking over the student space, you know?
Tour guides say that they've had to adjust, but they still have been able to make effective engagement with prospective students. Jacobson Hall is expected to reopen in the fall of 2025.
World leaders are gathering in New York right now for the United Nations General Assembly. Abby Williams has those details and the rest of today's national and international headlines from the News Center.
In this year's two-week summit, members of the United Nations gather to discuss several heated topics. The war in Ukraine, devastating floods in Libya, and climate change are just a few issues expected to be brought up in the 78th General Assembly. Despite the high tensions globally, the U.S. is only one out of the 5 major founding powers to be in attendance. Thousands of people are dead or displaced in Libya after devastating floods left the city of Derna in ruins. Confusion has emerged over the death toll after the UN released a report Saturday, stating over 11,000 were dead. That number has since been revised to 3,958, making it the deadliest flood in Africa in over a century. 5 Americans are on their way home to the U.S. as part of a prisoner swap with Iran. In return, the United States government will release 5 Iranians currently facing charges here in America back to officials in Iran. As part of the deal, $6 billion of Iranian funds is being unfrozen and transferred without fear of U.S. sanctions. And now on Capitol Hill, senators can wear whatever they want on the Senate floor. Previously, they were required to stick to the suit and tie, but new dress code allows senators to come to work in t-shirts and gym shorts if they please. Snow, Mecca.
Thanks, Abby. Coming up on OU Nightly, a strike involving well-known auto companies is still underway with workers demanding more money.
Learn why workers are striking after the break.
Plus, prices at the pump are continuing to rise, the highest level this year.
We'll tell you why when OU Nightly returns. As United Auto Workers continue to strike, companies are looking for a solution. OU Nightly's Kaylee Carnine has the story and more in Money Matters.
Snow, Mecca, the United Auto Workers strike against Ford, General Motors, and Stellantis is now headed into day 4 with no deal in sight. The workers want a 20% raise and then 4 additional 5% raises over the 4-year deal. The companies have countered with a 20% raise during the life of the contract with an immediate 10%. Both sides say they are hoping for an agreement. And it's another painful week at the pump. Oil experts say gas prices are just pennies away from their highest levels so far this year. This has to do with extreme oil supply cuts in Saudi Arabia and Russia. According to AAA, the national average is $3.88, while Oklahoma's average is $3.77. Experts predict prices will continue to rise in the 4th quarter. And college students, if you want to save a little money this week while still having fun, you might want to go to the State Fair this Thursday. Normally, tickets are $15, but Thursday is College Day. You can get a ticket at a discounted rate of $5 with your student ID. You'll have a little extra spending money for funnel cakes, corn dogs, and some pickle pizza. And the Powerball is up again after 25 draws with no grand prize winner. It's now around $638 million and may be worth grabbing a ticket. Mecca, Snow.
Thanks, Kaylee. And next on OU Nightly, Cowboy dreams come true.
See how OSU wrestlers are bringing a smile to a stroke survivor's face when OU Nightly continues.
And everything you need to know about tomorrow's severe weather setup coming up after the break. Welcome back to OU Nightly. Now let's take a look at that South Oval. Absolutely beautiful day. I could look at this all day. I don't know about you guys. Current temperature right now, 90 degrees. Doesn't feel too bad out there. Dew point is at 48, but here's the temperatures across the state. The temperatures are pretty average right now. So that average is around 90 degrees. And as you can see, pretty consistent all across the board. Now tomorrow we are going to have a severe weather risk, temperature of about 85 degrees. Now let's get into that severe weather risk. So right now we have a slight risk across central, southwestern, and eastern Oklahoma. OU and Norman definitely in that risk right here in the center. We're going to be seeing anything from damaging winds and large hail. So, you know, it's not too common to see severe weather this time of year, but it does happen. So let's time this out for you. We're going to have showers and thunderstorms in the morning. These will be moving out of here by the time you're getting ready for your early morning commute. These will be moving out of here. And then this is what we were watching for. So Tuesday night, we could see some new showers and thunderstorms develop in our area. These are what we're going to be watching for severe hail and damaging winds. And then these will be out of here Wednesday by 2 in the morning, potentially another round, less severe though, late Wednesday, early Wednesday morning, and then this will all be out of here by Wednesday for a pretty clear day. So why is this happening? Well, we have warm air surging up from the Gulf, and that's going to help fuel these storms. So on top of the warm air, we also have some storm energy, and so in the meteorology field, we call this CAPE. This is basically just energy for storms to tap into the atmosphere and really get going. So this CAPE is going to be pretty enhanced as we go throughout Tuesday evening. That's what's going to help these storms develop and really shoot up into the atmosphere. And so we do also have a flood risk as well, especially for parts of central and eastern Oklahoma. More likely going to be localized flooding, but can't rule out any flooding widespread. So here's your totals, 1.2 inches here in Norman. Farther east of us, you're going to see locally higher amounts as well, where more of that rain is going to be situated. And then again, constant rain chances throughout the next week because of that low pressure system that's coming in from the Rockies, that moisture that's coming in from the Gulf, and that storm energy. That's going to give us the chance for some showers and thunderstorms all throughout the rest of this week, but especially tomorrow and tomorrow night. Now, here is your 7-day forecast. So showing showers and thunderstorms Tuesday and Wednesday, especially Wednesday morning. Thursday, you're looking pretty good. And again, some showers and thunderstorms on Friday and Saturday. As you look ahead at the rest of the weekend, it's going to be pretty beautiful once you get to the back half of that weekend. But to start off your weekend, it's going to be some more showers and thunderstorms as well. Overall, temperatures sticking in the 80s, pretty average for this time of year. But it will be pretty gusty. We're going to have winds coming up from 5 to 15, 10 to 20 as well. Overall, going to have a lot of rain this week. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Dylan. Now, don't forget to sign up for next-gen weather call notifications. Just scan the QR code on your screen to sign up.
It's $12 a year to receive OU Nightly weather warnings for the campus and Norman area. And a Sooner shout out to some OSU Cowboys. Oklahoma State wrestlers bringing a smile to a teenager stroke survivor's face recently. The 14-year champion is receiving treatment at Integris Health Jim Thorpe Rehabilitation Outpatient Clinic in Yukon. During the visit with his idols, champion displayed the strengths he's gained back with a smile on his face. After a match at an OSU wrestling camp, his mother noticed something wasn't right.
His eyes were, it just looked like he was looking at me, but almost like through me. Like it didn't look like he was really focused on me. And I told him to get up, and so he immediately stood up and stumbled and then tried to say something, and his face drooped, and like he had all of the classic signs of a stroke.
Lost strength in his left arm and leg, but has surprised supporters with how much he has recovered in a little over 2 months. And OU volleyball had an up and down weekend as they opened play at home.
And 3 former Sooners shine in the pros. OU Nightly Sports' Britton Ross has much more.
Thanks, ladies. OU football had their first road game this weekend and showed out. So much so that they took home multiple awards this week. I'll have who won what and more next in sports. Hello, I'm Britton Ross, and it's time for sports. Oklahoma football had its first road game of the season, taking the trip up I-44 to Tulsa on Saturday. After fumbling the opening kickoff, OU got back on track and dominated. Quarterback Dylan Gabriel sliced through the Golden Hurricane defense, passing for over 400 yards and 5 touchdowns. And the Sooner defense picked off Tulsa's quarterbacks 5 times, the most in a game since 2003, on their way to a 66-17 win. Head coach Brent Venables says his team is starting to get better.
I do feel like, we got a better edge. I think we have more maturity. I think we have a better football IQ. I think we have, again, more competitive depth and, again, hunger, chip on our shoulder, all those things to perform, better than we did a year ago. But every team's different.
The Big 12 Offensive Player of the Week for his efforts. And redshirt freshman receiver Nick Anderson was named Big 12 Newcomer of the Week after his first 3 touchdowns of his career. Anderson's addition to the offense is welcomed.
I think it's a huge deal, just making sure that we're balanced from outside left to outside right, Nick having the production, then having the production in the slot, and truly being able to put the ball at a bunch of different places on the field. As you sit there and you want to be able to attack all areas.
In the pros, Sooner legend and Tampa Bay Buccaneers QB Baker Mayfield threw for over 300 yards and threw a TD to receiver Mike Evans in a 27-17 win over the Chicago Bears. Denver Bronco Marvin Mims scorched the Commander defense for a 60-yard touchdown, the first TD of his career. And Seattle Seahawks cornerback Trey Brown snags an interception off Lions quarterback Jared Goff in the 4th quarter and returns it 40 yards for the touchdown. And OU volleyball hosted UCLA for 2 matches this weekend. Sophomore Taylor Preston led the Sooners with 16 kills as they went on to win the first match in 5 sets Friday night. The second match did not go the Sooners' way as the Bruins defeated the Sooners in 4 sets. And the OU men's golf team started the Husky Invitational this morning. Currently, the Sooners are tied for 5th place at 2 over par. The host Washington Huskies lead at 16 under par. The tournament will finish up tomorrow. And OU soccer took a trip up to Omaha last night and lost 2-1. Back to you.
Thanks, Britton. When we return, see how 2 seals were rescued.
After the break, we'll take a look at the cute seals.
I'm Chewy Dominguez at the OU Nightly Update Desk. A man convicted of kidnapping, sexual assault, and the murder of the University of Oklahoma ballerina Julie Buskin is set for execution. Anthony Sanchez was convicted by a jury and sentenced to death in 2006. Since then, the conviction has been upheld on appeal. Sanchez was denied clemency by the board and parole board and is set to be executed Thursday. Mecca, Snow, back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Chewy. A pair of seals got a helping hand from some bystanders after being stuck on the beach.
2 baby seals were unable to get free from a net on the sand. However, 2 beachgoers came to the rescue.
The seals returned to the water and showed their appreciation by waving back. And with the severe weather coming in tomorrow, I'm going to make sure I get home before those showers start.
Yeah, me too. Let's see what OU Nightly meteorologist Dylan Strelko has to say.
Yes, so that severe weather risk, we've been saying it all day. This is definitely centered right over Norman and the OU campus, so we are definitely at risk for some severe weather tomorrow night. Now, there may be some lingering showers and thunderstorms in the morning, but tomorrow night is really where we're going to be watching that chance for severe weather. Here's your 7-day forecast showing About average temperatures, chance for rain every single day with that pattern change coming in, chance for rain every single day and average temperatures. And as you look ahead at the weekend, gonna have a rough start with the chance for rain on Saturday, but turning beautiful by Sunday and Monday. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Dylan. And you'll want to sign up for Weather Call Next Gen ahead of tomorrow's severe weather risk. Scan the QR code on your screen to register. You'll receive a call when severe weather alerts are issued for your location for $12 per year.
And your campus weather authorities will post the latest forecast update to our social media pages. Thank you for watching OU Nightly. I'm Mecca Thompson.
And I'm Snow Forth. Be sure to watch OU Nightly live weekdays at 4:30. Good night.